So, before I get into today's readings, I wanted to come and talk to you guys about something that is pretty personal, monumental, and not something a lot of people think someone my age goes through. For those of you who don't know, I'm 23 years old. I'm also a year sober. Alcoholism has been a huge challenge my family has faced for generations. And being completely honest with you guys, being 23, I have like 4 or 5 years of bad drinking experience that led to me being very sick, hateful, judgmental, and in general not a good person. I was not having healthy habits. I was not around healthy people. And like a lot of people my age, or when they see someone my age, they don't expect you to have even acknowledged this as a problem. But I was very quickly realizing that it was a problem that I was having because I am an escapist. I like to visit another reality and step back from the stresses of everyday life. I use substances and I am coming off of many things, but being a year sober from alcohol is a huge accomplishment for me. My mom is 14 months sober, and she was a big part of why I chose to do this. Because, like, it's really hard growing up, watching someone you love so much, and seeing someone else in control of that. Because when you drink, you're not there. It's like the Native Americans literally described alcohol as body eats soul. It pulls your soul out of your body because you are making it a toxic environment that your soul cannot sit in. That's why you black out. That's why you do things you wouldn't normally do. That's why you say things you wouldn't normally say. And I was very quickly realizing that this was a problem, that if I did not fix this now, I was going to instill something in my children that they were going to have to fight. So not many people will understand why someone so young has decided to stop drinking entirely. But I am not only doing this for myself, but in support of my mom, who is my best friend in the world, and in support of my body so that I may be a clean, clear conduit to bring my children into the world one day. Because being a mother is something that's very important to me. Being a mother is like something that I know is part of my mission here, and I have to get myself ready for that because like I have already had cards stacked against me. I didn't have a period until I was 18 years old in college. And like just this morning I've started my second natural period without birth control because that was the only medication that I would take. And they changed it on me without telling me. And I'm like, no, if it's not going to happen naturally, then it's not going to happen. And through work of things like quitting alcohol and other substances, taking care of my body more and eating healthier, drinking more water, I am coming to a place where my body is healthier and I am a clearer conduit to not only do this for you guys and myself, but to energetically create my bracelets with the positive intentions and empowerment that I want to give to you guys and become a clear conduit to bring my children into this world. So, and I am not going to lie, it's still hard. Like, I DoorDash intermittently for money during the weeks. And when I go to somewhere and they're like, oh, go wait at the bar, I feel it. I will be the first to admit that I am an alcoholic. That is a huge struggle that my family has faced, and it was a huge struggle for me to release. Because it's really easy to just take that and feel loopy and silly for a while and not have to worry about the problems. But being sick and throwing up for a day, sometimes days after that, it's just not worth it. None of the effects that and the aftermath of it is worth it in my eyes. And that was a huge struggle for me to work through. And I'm incredibly proud of myself. I'm incredibly proud of my mom. She just got through a huge milestone. My older brother, Little Rocky, his birthday was October 27th. And this was the first year she got by without drinking or without smoking. And I am so incredibly proud of her and her strength. I tell her every day that she is an inspiration to me, that she is my guardian, she is my guide, and she is my greatest blessing. And I hope even half of that translates to her, because she still has a hard time understanding that she has value and that she is amazing. But I want to tell people on here that no matter how old you are, it's never too late or too early to put yourself first, to value yourself in a way that you're going to say, no, that's not for me. Because, like, so many people, especially in the young culture that I belong to, I don't really agree with it. I don't get along with people my own age. But in the young culture that I belong to, partying, alcohol, all of that is just so natural in your environment, in like what they associate with you being a young adult. And I know that it makes me an outsider to a lot of people, but honestly, I've been an outsider most of my life. So I'm fine being on the outside of this situation, because I know that the people that I need around me will respect this. And if you don't, then that's just proof that I don't need you around my life or my energy, because this was a huge struggle and a huge accomplishment for me. And I'm incredibly proud of myself. And I want to put this out there for people who may be struggling with this themselves at any age. It's never too late to value yourself. It's never too late to honor yourself, because you are an ever-evolving process. Do your best until you know better, and then do better. Brightest blessings, love.